Alrighty, LT vz.38. As said, unforeseen consequence of 5.5. It is basically this thing. It's a Chinese knockoff of a PZ35T. That's what it is. I bought it down the market. It was good. It was cheap. So there you go. Where can you find it? Tier 2, China. I'm running it with the Top Gun. You can run it with the 37mm. It may suit the more frantic Tier 2 playstyle, but I like to peek and boom, so I like my pen and I like my damage, so I've loaded the Top Gun. Usual caveats applied, this is a fully equipped tank. I may play with the loadout actually, but I literally just want to play a tank, so I just loaded it up, so that's that. It's been going quite nice, as you can see, 100% after 4 games, hunting the mastery. Spoiler alert, there's a mastery game coming up. So, just some gameplay. And I'll try and point out the benefits of the tank and what it does well during the game. So here we have mines. I'm going hill. Yeah, maybe a little bit sarcastic, but I am actually genuinely trying to help the team. Sometimes if you use humour a bit with them, they are more likely to comply, but then again. So I'm going to push hill. I've made it quite clear that's what I'm going to do. You'll notice from the off that the tank is quick. I think it's pretty quick for a tank. Obviously you no longer have speed boost as an option, so I'm running it with a repair kit. But yeah, for all of that, it gets up there nicely. I get to the top of the hill, and you can see already, I've taken some shots there, but you can see already that it will bounce rather nicely. And what I'm going to do, and this is a hysterical game in a way, because I do press the button a lot. I'm sure the gamer will be pleased, but I'm literally going to spend this game smacking stuff on the reload. You can see the Reddies, God bless them, they've pushed up en masse. They've done the Iron Fist thing, and you like that it's going to push me, but look at the armour profile of the tank. If you keep the tank at this angle, so you basically push the gun over the front drive wheel and show the enemy the front of the tank, not the side, not the back, nothing, just the front of the tank with the gun just over the left or right drive wheel. You are going to bounce one heck of a lot of shots in this tank. The armour profile on it is, for its tier, immensely tough. And you'll see some more of that in a bit, because the BT2 is going to start getting interested in me in a minute. And in fact, God bless him, he's going to reverse up, and like said, for God's sake, don't do this. Your armour is not on the back. And you can see I've bounced him, no problem at all. So I'm now moving into the T26. Well, that tank does have a bit more pen, so I'm going to show it a little bit of respect. Terrible shot. Anyway, okay, so into the T26. Bang, gone. I think I got another bounce off that, and then I'm going to move up onto the Chunu. And this is my point about the gun choice. Now you might have a slower reload, but look, you peek. There you go. I'll have another poke in a minute. Peek. Boom. Up again. Reload. You just do, if you play a lot of games, you just do this all the time instinctively. This is just what you do. Recover your reload, peek out, boom, gone. Now I'm going to take a shot here because I want to clear this guy, because I do not trust my team at all. And there's a lot going on the other side of the hill, so I'm going to go around there and I'm going to help him out. You can see I've bounced 134 already. I've knocked 889 out in terms of damage. Light bit's going to push, and again, not happening. It's not going through the front of this tank. Now into the BT2. No problem at all. And none of them are looking at me, which is fine. I'm just literally pressing the button here. Light Vic, bless him, he is trying to do the right thing, but again, taking a bounce damage up to 212. As said, just show them the front of the tank, no worries at all. Into the back of the BT2. You know, I'm now on over 1,000 damage. I have just pressed the button the entire game, and there it is. So you can see, you know, 1.1k damage. It's a very nice game at tier 2. But what surprised me about the game when I came out of it is that's first class. So you can see how high the bar is for mastering this tank. You know, a lot of tier 2 masteries, you're talking 600, 700, 800 damage, and you know that's over 1,000 and not a mastery. Alrighty, second game. I'm going to play Mines again, and just as a note, Wargaming now insists pretty much at tier 2. I've not played it in a long time. I was quite shocked. It is pretty much just this map. And I wonder what can be learned from that. I mean, like there's a big hill in the middle of it. You drive up it, dominate map, win game, over and over on repeat. So, I mean, at this tier, that's just what you do. So, anyhow, before I start ranting about lower tier gameplay and what people learn, I've pushed the hill, obviously. And I'm going to peek and boom like I did in the previous game. This game's actually quite a good one because the Reds do some interesting stuff here. They don't all push hill, so that's one point. Second is they sort of distribute all over the map, and the green team don't really know what to do, and some kiddie just starts capping randomly, which is going to be annoying. And so far, as you can see, I've not had it all my own way. The guy in the Hargo's actually played well. He's not sat there, he's not allowed me to pump him for damage. He's actually reversed up back round the corner and shot me. So, you know, I'm not playing well at all. But what I will go and do is take care of Cap, because this just the noise just annoys me, to be honest. So I've reset Cap because I've had a good look around and I don't actually think anyone else is going to do it. If you look at the gun, that's my point. You know, it's pretty accurate, and then if you look at the pen on that, that's a tough tank, and I've done him across the map, and that's kind of why I'm running this gun. I like the ability to be able to do that. But for all of that, it's not going amazingly well. The team have all actually pushed up through the river, which is unique and interesting, so I'm pretty much up here on my own. This guy's still capping, and to be honest, the noise is now really getting to me. It just does. I'm just like, oh, please stop it. Just behave yourself. So there you go, I'm going to reset Cap. And I can't resist a little comment as well coming up. I like to take the time once in a while. There you go, Cap harder. And at this point in the game, my ping starts playing up, which is also excellent. So what I actually want to do is sit up here and pump these guys for damage. I'm having a good kind of look around, and I'm thinking, okay, I sure as hell don't want to go down there. And you saw the ping gap there, so I want to lean down and shoot that guy. And in fact, what I do is drive off. So now I'm going to have to brawl the tank. And I don't like brawling unless I have to. It's an uncivilized business, but there you go. But then for all of that, I thought on the video it actually shows how well the tank will brawl. The cruiser's gun's got very good pen, so although I'm showing him my strongest part of my armour profile, he will go through. And now I'm going to have to deal with these guys. The team is still, I think, all 6 of them are trying to kill one tank or something like that. What's going on with them? I'm going to sit here and reset Cap again. And by the way, resetting Cap is very good for XP. It's kind of handy if you're chasing a mastery. And then because I don't have much choice, I'm going to go push these guys. And then I kind of realised that I'm running low on hit points. So what I'm going to do, and this is something you can do at any tier, is I'm going to side scrape up into this building. And you can side scrape this tank. It has a very, very tough armor profile. So if you look at this guy, he's going to... A, it's hard to hit me because I'm moving in and out, don't get me wrong, but B, can you see the bounces I'm going to get? I've got the gun angled up over the front drive wheel. I'm just moving backwards and forwards. So he's going to hit the hardest part of my armour profile, but not only that, because my tank's angled, the effective armour is off the scale in this thing. So, you know, I'm not saying it's going to happen much at tier 2, but you can if you end up in a position like this, a sticky place, you can sidescrape the tank. And you know, you can see this guy can't live with me, bless his heart. He's doing his best, but you know, it's tier 2. It's probably unfair. He's probably not seen someone sidescrape, so you know, whatever. So I'm now up to 989 damage, and I'm thinking, well, okay, let's just get after this guy. And I think the rest of the team have just about finished dealing with the one other tank on the battlefield. The AMX, God bless his heart, has pushed round the map. And is actually helping me out. It's quite a bizarre concept. Bless him, he pays the ultimate price, as they say, but now I can basically farm the hit points on this guy, and what I want to do is get him down to about the same number of hit points as me. And as you can see, I've played the game in kind of hit point distress for most of it, which has been good for me because actually it made me play better. It made me focus and concentrate, and you know, maybe if I started the game with 43 hit points, I'd play better. You know, but there you go. And you can see, you know, I'm like, please nobody grab this guy, for God's sake. You know, I kind of want to master it. Kind of earned this one probably. Done over 1.1k damage. There you go. Bang. Just about got it. Done. So there you go. What's not to like? A tank you can peek and boom in, a tank that's mobile, a tank with kind of a pretty trollish armor profile that you can side scrape, and a gun that gives out a pretty damn decent amount of damage. And as you can see, I've spotted and I've been a pest and I've defended the base and all the rest of it, and as a result of that I get really decent XP and the mastery. Anyway, get this tank, it's really great. Thanks.